Hey, Coach Rashid. I just want to start real quick. Everybody said a lot of great, fantastic things, and it's not a matter of whether I believe in the product. I absolutely do. I'm probably one of the newest people on the calls. I've been taking it in. I've been watching the recordings. I'm 100% all in, and you know that, Coach Rashid. But what I want to say is this: your leadership has been outstanding. To me personally, and the way you connected with me, just that alone, I just want to make sure that you are getting the accolades where the accolades are due. Stand-up character. Really, thank you so much for how you're putting it out there for us and how you're connecting with all of us. So I appreciate that about you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. Please fasten your seatbelts and put your seat in an upright position. We are ready for takeoff to a new era of digitalization.
So I'm going to break this down for you as best as possible. And like I said, if you got any questions, we'll be happy to entertain those at the end of the presentation. All right. This is the gateway. I know it says gate, but we're going to say the gateway of the future. And that's what Safir and Zeniq has brought to this industry. Of course, there's always disclaimers. I'm going to give you a very quick, brief breakdown of what this says. One, this is for information and education purposes only. There will be some financial statements made about, crypto and staking and, maybe some forecasting of the price of coins, things like that. Definitely not at financial advice, not investment advice. You make the decision that's best for you. That's what we do. As we know, things have changed. The world we were prepared for no longer exists. Some people may say, what does that mean? Well, at the end of the day, it's really a statement that all of us probably have some connection with, because when you think back, right, high school, hey, get you some good grades, get into college, definitely a good college, and then you're going to be able to graduate, walk across the stage, get your nice diploma, and somebody's going to hand you a job offer right after you walk off the stage. Did that happen for anybody? Probably not. But that's okay. Why? Because, like I said, there's opportunities to level the playing field. So even if you didn't go to college, because today people are telling you, well, you know what? College is good, just like the military. The military is good, but it's not something you have to do, right? Yes, I was in the Air Force for some years. I got some good experience with that. Guess what? That experience helped me to do things after I got out of the military that I never would have had the skill set to do without going through that process. So even my education, my master's and further education, a lot of that came through because I went to the military. So I'm not going to sit here and badmouth the military, but I don't recommend it for everybody, right? So the world we were prepared for back then, that said, hey, look, get your, good job and you're going to work 40 years, get your, 40, that 40-40 plan. Yeah. Doesn't exist, right? And we know that, we see that. The pandemic came along and it's really shifted everything. And so with the fourth industrial revolution that we know also well without even knowing the term, we are watching, or we're participating in, the greatest wealth transfer that the world has ever seen. That right there, my friends, is why we're here today. Safir Global. Safir Global is, why we're here today, is the marketing arm for the company that we're going to talk about that produces the amazing and incredible and advanced blockchain technology products and services. Safir Global is a marketing company. Safir Global, you may not hear the term that much. You probably will hear the term Zeniq more than you hear Safir. And that's okay, right? But we got to remind everyone that we are marketers for Safir Global, and Safir Global markets for Zeniq Technologies. And so it's kind of a all-in-one, all-encompassing conversation when you get into it. And I think most of you kind of understand how that works. And so this is a new address because Safir Global has moved the offices. So I had to add that slide this morning. And so that was one of the things that I was checking. And I said, oh my gosh, they have the new office address already posted. So I went on and put that in there. And so they are in the Burj Khalifa. The office is posted at the top. It's the top most office in the building. Put it like that. 147th floor. Yes, very, very high. And I think that's pretty cool for what they're doing. Now, Safir is a fast-growing distribution platform. Safir also has exclusive distribution rights for Zeniq products and software development for the field of recommendation marketing. Zeniq is a blockchain-based product and services research and development company. It is not a financial company. All right. So those are some of the things that come up in conversation. And I just want to put that out there right up front. All right. So Safir Global is the marketing company. And so we're going to talk about Safir a little bit, but then we're going to really give you more insight to the products and services that we market for. Ramziq is kind of a newcomer publicly to the kind of the triad. You know, you have Safir Global, you got the Ramziq, and you have Zeniq. So Ramziq brought their knowledge and skills to help with the tokenization of the company, the portion of the company that talks about tokenization. And that's a big part of it. And we're going to show you some of the technologies that have been rolled out under the tokenization umbrella. And that really is cutting edge for this industry and really any other industry. All right. So Ramziq is another key player as far as one of the strategic partners with Zeniq and Safir. And so when we talk about this, like I said, you just can't talk about this opportunity without going deep into the blockchain-based company that really sets it off and really sets the stage for the success that all of us have the potential to have. So the Zeniq Technologies is a company that enables everyone in the world to improve their financial freedom with ease and secure access to blockchain technology. Now, when we say blockchain technology, then we start to look at the subsidiaries of that. And so on the next couple of slides and pretty much throughout the presentation, we'll be talking about the individual components of the ecosystem that shows you the blockchain technology and what it develops and how powerful that is for anyone that's marketing for this company. And so as you can see there at the bottom, it talks a little bit about some of the features and benefits of knowing and being part of this organization. You have they have some employees in Dubai, 25 or more. I think they have different offices now, so they probably have more than that. Zeniq, the CEO, talks about how they started, and just a kind of a quick background. 2018, they out of Austria had a conversation with a friend, said, hey, look, you know what, I want to build an exchange, you know, on the blockchain that's different from anything else out there. And that was the start of the conversation. You know how people talk about the best, you know, the best opportunities, the best businesses, the best ideas start with the paper napkin. That's your paper napkin moment. Like, I want to do this. And the friend says, all right, you know, what do we start? And that's what kicked it off. And then in 2021, they ended up in Dubai because it was a little more open. We know there was a pandemic going on for a couple of years, but Dubai was very accepting of blockchain-based companies and services. And so they ended up there, got some funding, and got their license and regulatory documentation to do business as a blockchain research and development company. And so that's how it kind of kicked it off. And then in May 2021, they got that certification. And then June 2021 is when they opened up the marketing. And a lot of us got in around that time frame. So I was very excited about it. Was sitting on the edge of my seat for a couple of weeks, waiting to hear what's this new thing that a good friend of mine was going to tell me about. They spent a lot of time in Dubai, and they were, you know, just waiting for them to open the doors. And we were pretty excited to jump in, and it's been fruitful for over a year for us now. So it's really exciting opportunity. Like I said, I've been with it, you know, just really from the start. And I can tell you, I don't sit here on every Saturday and talk about this opportunity if I didn't believe in what it stands for and what it's doing and where it's going. So really amazing. As you can tell, it says 75 developers globally. And a lot of developers come out of the network, right? When you purchase a hub and you have that hub or that node that's connected to the network around the globe, is forming like a big intranet. And so it's a very secure blockchain as well. You have progressive growth. You got Safir as a strategic partner, being the marketing arm for them. His Highness Sheikh Saeed is a supporter of this blockchain based company, and so much more. Oh, let's pause just for a second because yes, there is some breaking news. One, we heard about this last week or 2 weeks ago. So Zeniq Coin is listed on Bitmart Exchange, right? That's cool. Not exciting as it was when we first heard it, but it is an additional exchange, which is cool. And I'll talk about the other ones in a few minutes. But now we just found out, what was it, last week, I think it was, that Zeniq is now on CoinMarketCap. A lot of people along my journey with this particular organization always wanted to know, because they were a little misguided on what the program was. When is it going to be on CoinMarketCap? Why is it not on CoinMarketCap? You know, that was the litmus test for every cryptocurrency in the world. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Well, excuse me, just so everybody knows right up front, this is a company with cryptocurrency. It's not cryptocurrency with a company. And there's a big difference in that. And you have to make sure you focus on the company and what it's doing on a larger scale versus just the cryptocurrency, because you can get lost in that. And a lot of people started their journey by buying low and holding or huddling and leaving it into an exchange and hoping that it goes up somewhere down the road. This is not that type of company, just so you know. All right, cool. We're going to talk about some next generation products. We're going to focus on blockchain tech today. Okay, there is a health tech product. You can see it in your back office. You can really get more information on that if you like. Talk with the person that invited you and all that good stuff, and find out, you know, exactly what you want to know about that health tech product. But I really want to focus on the blockchain tech because it's a vast amount of information. But it's necessary for you to understand the breadth of this opportunity. All right. So today we're going to talk about that blockchain tech. Energy tech is coming soon. But right now we're going to talk about blockchain tech. And just in this area alone, we are opening up the doors and being a participant in the multi-trillion-dollar market. And a portion of that trillion-dollar market is tokenization. And so you'll see us talk extensively about tokenization, because this company has really, I believe, what is it? Oh man, I can't think of the word for it. But they've opened it up to where they are key players in leading in the blockchain industry and DeFi, the tokenization piece of that. So they've found a niche that they can maximize their opportunity and really help a lot of people globally enter into, you know, blockchain and DeFi. So it's really amazing what they're doing. So let's go ahead and jump right in there. So when we talk about Zeniq Technologies, this is one of my favorite slides. And I think after I finish, it probably will be a favorite for many. I recommend you take a screenshot or you make some notes, because this slide right here, you can do a whole presentation one-on-one, one-to-many, just with this slide alone, because it speaks to pretty much everything that makes Zeniq. This 360-degree ecosystem, it starts with this blockchain, right? Top left, the blockchain. Well, Zeniq has its own blockchain. And so in order to do all of this stuff, it has to have a foundation. A lot of companies borrow somebody else's blockchain. And so you'll see tokens out there, right? Ethereum obviously is the largest as far as blockchain for developers to go ahead and create tokens on top of that, which is fine, right? So Zeniq is doing the same thing. And you'll see how they're doing that in a minute. So they do have their own blockchain, which is fascinating, right? And that's what helps to develop the Zeniq Hub. So that Zeniq Hub is the cornerstone of the company. Everything we do starts with the hub, right? And we'll talk about the features and all that good stuff on the next slide. But the Zeniq Hub is a proprietary device that you can order, and it runs pretty much everything in your business. And it's easy for you to get into blockchain, get into crypto and DeFi and all those good things, and trading. You can do all of that stuff from that hub. And so that's key to your business, right? That's how you enter into the business, is with the hub. Then we have the Zeniq app, Zeniq Wallet. We have some slides about that as well. There's a new version of the app that has come out, and everybody definitely needs to have that if you want to secure your network. Very, very important, but very flexible. It's a feature-rich app that pretty much will eliminate any other communication device that you have in this blockchain or crypto space. Really, really good stuff. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. The Zeniq debit card is available for people in the EU. We have the staking the staking program, which is utilizing Avinoc. Avinoc is aviation on the blockchain company. It is a literal company that's been working and operating in the private jet plane and business to business space. And so they're very, very popular out there. They're doing their thing, partnered with Zeniq some time ago. And we were able to take those Avinoc tokens and stake them within the Safir program. And so you get a lot of benefit out of being a member, because you double basically your staking rewards within the program. So you definitely want to talk to the person who invited you about that particular program. It's very essential to building your wealth in this program. Zeniq Swap. Zeniq Swap is probably one of the most exciting things that's come out of this whole ecosystem. Really, really something that was anticipated for some time, and we were very happy to see it come to fruition recently. So that's something we're going to talk a little bit more about. But a Zeniq Swap is similar to your Pancake Swap or your Uniswap. You know, these are decentralized exchanges that you can actually swap different cryptocurrency. And so they have to be built, right? And so they built the actual platform, and now they're adding tokens and coins and all, digital assets to that platform. And so that's going to take some time to build up, but the foundation is laid. There's some coins and crypto already on it. And so really, really excited about where that's going. Now, one thing I want you to understand about what I'm talking about here, all of these are profit centers for the members of the Safir family. Just so you know, these are not just, token products that are thrown out there. No, these are profit centers for everybody that's a member. So you can earn on everything that I'm talking about here. Now, you don't have to sell anything. You just have to be part of the organization, and then you'll understand how all that plays into your compensation. Very, very cool. A big, big passive opportunity here. But there are some active elements as well. All right, so we talked about the Zeniq Swap. Well, now we're going to talk about the Zeniq coin. The Zeniq coin is literally the bloodline of the organization, right? So in order for Zeniq Technologies to create some value, they had to have something to carry that value throughout everything. And that's where the Zeniq coin comes into play. That is their cryptocurrency. That's a Zeniq coin, not a Zeniq token. Remember that, two different things. You have, and I'll talk about where it's at. I got another slide for that. So you'll get a little more information about the coin. Tokenization, that is the multi-trillion-dollar market that we're have a niche in. The multi-trillion-dollar financial market. Within there is tokenization, and that's where Zeniq Technologies has decided to really focus on going into the future. And so, as you can see, it includes NFTs and operation of how to transfer the value from the actual tokenization or strategic partner that's in that tokenization plan to compensation for the members. And that's how NFTs come into play. So that right there is a big part of what we're going to talk about today. And we have the smart chain. There are a very limited amount of smart chains out there in the world today. I think they say it's about 9 total smart chains. There's over 8,000. I think somebody said 16,000. I didn't count, but I know it's more than 8,000 cryptocurrencies out there. There's not over 8,000 smart chains. There's only 9, right? And so you have to kind of understand what the value is of creating a layer within your blockchain to create a smart chain. It sets you apart from so many other things out there. It's so powerful to understand the backstory to how we go from just having a blockchain to all of these products and services in the ecosystem and that smart chain that opens the door to the tokenization, to the Zeniq Swap, to the staking. It is so amazing. All right, boom. I love this stuff. So this right here, like I said, I want to remind you, if you want to sit down and talk to somebody and you don't really understand the whole picture, if you can understand this slide, if you could take the time, go into your back office, get some information, talk to your, person that invited you, some leader in your organization, up or down. This slide right here will walk you through everything, and you can introduce somebody to the program with that. That's what's really cool, is they put so much good stuff right here that at least it gives an introduction. And then, hey, bring them to a Saturday presentation and we'll all have a good time. All right. The Zeniq Hub, as I mentioned, Zeniq Hub is that proprietary digital asset manager. It looks like a tablet, but it has a little different things going on with it. Has a nice size screen, and it does deliver pretty much everything that you can get in your back office, because you can log in, online, and you can go into your office. You can look at your dashboard, and it breaks down all the features that you have. Same thing. This does it as well, just a little more convenient. If you want to have a tablet, then you can order that. Boom, that can get you started. It does have the actual hub inside it, which is a node or a server, so to speak. And so that helps to mint the actual cryptocurrency called the Zeniq coin. And when you have a hub, which is within this particular device, then you have the ability to add some of the new tokens and new hubs to that initial hub, and you can continue building on that. And so you will be able to increase the different tokenization projects. You can add those to your initial hub, and you can buy them separately. So that's something that I'll explain a lot more here shortly. But just so you know, you have a hub producing the Zeniq coins. They are minted, not mined, right? That's what's happening with this hub. And that right there creates that generational wealth, that creates that long-term wealth, that creates that freedom that you're looking for over time, right? So if you're looking for something like quick hit right now, that's available, but we're talking about that passive side where you can just build that wealth. And this right here facilitates that very well. And there are other hubs that we'll talk about, but this is that entry into the organization. Boom, at least one hub gets you minting cryptocurrency. And then you can use that because it has a base. Now you can add these new tokens and the new programs that they have added to the program, and you can add that to what you already have, and that just increases your compensation as you go. All right, so the Zeniq Hub is one of the first of its kind in this space, and that really opened the door for Zeniq Technologies when they did go to Dubai and to pitch, hey, look, this is why we're here, and with their crowdfunding and all that, got the support, and that was really key for them to open those doors. So that's how important it is to the program. The Zeniq coin, absolutely just as important. As you can tell, there's a couple other coins that are tokens listed there, and I'll talk about that. But this is a real system coin, right? It's not a security token. It's not, a payment system. It is a system coin, right? And what does that mean? In a very, very short way, a system coin facilitates the movement of everything else within the blockchain or on the exchange, paying fees, and things like that. So you're not going to be like, okay, let me take this Zeniq coin and go over here and do this with it. No, it's helping to facilitate other activities within the blockchain, right? So we'll see that as we go through the presentation. For the coin, though, limited number of coins, which if you're in this space, you understand that's a good thing because you don't want an infinite amount of coins out there. It reduced the value. So in order for the value to go up, they have to limit the number of coins that are going to be made or produced. Huge appreciation potential because of the limited coins, because of the hubs, limited amount of hubs as well. The halving process, so they reduce the amount of coins minted over time, and they use, in order to distribute profit or value, there's a coin burning through the profits through the exchanges. So that's where I talk about the system coin. It's just like a BNB coin with the Binance exchange. They use that as a burning mechanism in order to cover the fees that are paid, but it increases value back to the coins that you or I are holding within our accounts. So it's a really, really cool economic structure there. But LA Token is a place where you can find the Zeniq coin. Pancake Swap, Uniswap, and Bitmart, and now it's on CoinMarketCap. So those are a few places. And so when we first started, it was only on Uniswap. So that's why I love the fact that we get to talk about this, and I can give you, you looking at it saying, wow, okay, it's on these three. No, it was on Uniswap that, when I first started. Then they added PancakeSwap in October of 2021. And then LA Token came along in 2022. And then within this year, which is cool because last year it only hit one. This year, it hit two more. Right, so that's pretty cool. LA Token as well as the Bitmart. So, and Bitmart is a very popular exchange, by the way. So when you see these other tokens here, top right, we got the Tupan and we have the Avanok. Those are profit centers for your Safir membership. So if you want to increase your income, then participate in these other programs that the company is bringing on board. It's a beautiful thing. So the Nomo app. So this is part of the ecosystem that I showed you pretty much all the different parts of it. Now I'm going to break it out so you can kind of get a little more understanding of each part of that. So we got the Nomo app, right? This is the Zeniq app. There was a Zeniq app, and then this is kind of like that version 2 or 3 after the enhancements, and they boom relaunched it. And if you're using apps, you know that on the App Store, it's just a continuous upgrade, right? So this is just an upgrade to what they put out in the previous times, which is great because it's keeping up with everything. You do have some phenomenal features with it. It's got chat functionality, excuse me, and it has the wallet. So you have wallet activity there for your cryptocurrency. Looks like you have voice call capability. I mean, it has all of this. Now, this is the messenger side of it, right? So I'm going to show you, I'm not sure. Let me look right quick. There we go. So the messenger side is one part of it. Most people think, hey, I got an app, I got the Zeniq, okay, I got my cryptocurrency wallet. Yes, you have all of that. But guess what else you have? You have access to tokenization and NFTs. You have access to all your crypto that you put in there, your Zeniq coins, your Avanok, your Tupan, your everything you can put into this wallet. You have staking capability in this wallet. Like we talked about, Avanok is staked through the wallet, right? And then you connect it to your back office. So it's all in your account. You have authentication, obviously so many levels. My gosh, there's a lot of levels of security. They keep adding levels of security. So I really believe they are the most secure company in the world for its members. It's a valuable asset to have. You have access to the exchange. So Zeniq has a decentralized exchange. They have the Zeniq Swap, and they have another one coming later. So that one you can access through your app and the hub connection and minting. So that's something that's pretty cool because some people will have the actual Zeniq hub, the device, the 7-inch screen and everything that I showed earlier. Some people may only have the virtual one that you log in through your computer. But then when you have this app, you're going to be able to sync those together. Whereas you can see everything you see in your back office, you can see on your app, which is so cool. So you can run your business right here from your palm of your hand. And so this is really, really a mobile business at that point. So really good stuff happening. I think the app, I don't know if Apple has it in the App Store yet. I have an Android, so I know I have it, but I know that they've said that there's just some things they got to work out. Apple is a little more strict on allowing new apps to just pop up. So I'm sure they're working through that. So if you have an Apple phone, don't worry, just a little more time. Zeniq debit card, we talked a little bit about that earlier. It is available for those in the EU. If they have an international one coming out, then we'll definitely bring that to the presentation as well. The Zeniq Swap, that is the slide that I was talking about. So we have the Zeniq Swap that's active and it's rolling. It's on the Zeniq Smart Chain, right? So that's a whole nother level of blockchain. That's revolutionary when it comes to companies actually getting to that point. So they really have done something powerful. Now on there, like I said, the tokens and the coins are listed over time, right? They got to get approvals and all this kind of stuff. So right now you do have the Zeniq coin, you do have the Safir token, and you have the Tupan. So those are available on there. So if you have those in your wallet, then you can transfer those over and you can convert those between the two. or 3, right? So that's available now. But eventually, like I said, there'll be so many more, because one of the things that Zeniq is doing is cross-chain swapping. A lot of other companies or blockchains, they set it up to where you can only use their particular category of tokens. If it's an ERC20, you can only swap ERC20. If it's a BNP or BSC, then you can only swap BSC type tokens. Well, with Zeniq, you know, let's call it ZRC, right? If Zeniq, when they get this produced and it's at full force, then you're going to be able to swap ERC, TRC, BSC. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to swap that with your Zeniq coins and your Tupans and your Avanox and everything. So there's no limit to how they want this set up. And so that's why it took a while for them to get it at least to this point. It is active. You can go on there and take a look, but it is continually developing, just like any other decentralized exchange or swap. So it's really powerful stuff. Just another great thing that they brought to the front. When we talk about that multi-trillion-dollar market. So on that first slide, when we first kicked it off, I talked about the multi-trillion-dollar market, right? And so that's the whole, all of the financials and investments and all that kind of stuff. So that's that $800 trillion market. But within that, you have the tokenization, which is about 24 trillion, which is estimated to be that around 2027. But at least $20 trillion market is the tokenization piece. And with the speed of acceptance in the industry, it could easily go way beyond that. Nobody really knows what it's going to be around 2027, but they have estimated it at 24 trillion. Well, guess what? The leader right now that we all believe, based upon what we see in the market, definitely is Zeniq of what they're doing. So I'm going to show you some things that they're doing that's going to blow you away. Nobody else is doing it. So when we talk about this multi-trillion dollar market tokenization, you know, there are so many companies out there that use it just for crowdfunding. That's all. Others have physical products like real estate, you know, like contracts, like art, paintings, things like that. And they want to bring that onto the blockchain. Well, that process is called tokenization. And that's what Zeniq Technologies is doing. And Ramziq is part of that you know, strategic plan to make sure that functions and happens and is efficient, which gives us an opportunity to earn more within this particular organization. So it's really, really cool what they're doing. So when we talk about that, we add to our vision of what do we want from this company? Why are we here? What is our purpose to even look at an alternative means within the blockchain space, within the recommendation marketing, within this space? What are we here? What are we looking for? What is our vision of our future, right? I think this slide, and really the reason it is here is to remind people that we all obviously would love to have a diversified portfolio. We want multiple streams of income. Why? Because we understand there's risk all over the place, everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. You got risk on the stock market. You're going to have risk in the crypto market. You got risk in the Forex market. You got risk everywhere. So there's no limit of risk. But what you can do is reduce your risk. And how do you reduce your risk is by creating multiple streams. The company has provided you a way to do that all in one. You don't have to go out looking for them. They bring them to you, right? So this is a slide, obviously, before they added some additional partners. So we got the Tupan minting. That's an income stream for you. You have the Zeniq minting, income stream for you, primary. You have the Avanox staking, another income stream. And guess what? There's additional tokenization products that I'm going to talk about to show you additional income streams. All right. So on the left side, let me show you what this is. Additional income streams. You have the Zeniq coin that's minted through the Zeniq Hub. That's your passive income. Then we have something that nobody else has, tokenization of cinema and music and art. This is about the cinema. So a movie called Regardless. Guess what? Zeniq Technologies, with their partners, have tokenized a big screen cinematic movie. How cool is that? Tupan, right? Trades CO2 certificates helps to clean up and repair the Amazon rainforest and other bioeconomies. We have access to that. Those are tokens that we mint through actual masternodes, Tupan masternodes. That's available to us as well. Tokenizing real estate in the CD program that was launched just a few weeks ago. Yeah, this is all part of your future income with Safir Global. As a member, you have the ability to create multiple streams within this ecosystem. This is crazy good, right? So when you look at to the right, we talked about all of this earlier, but this is just a better picture of what I'm talking about, right? It gives you a little more insight to, one, you have the Zeniq app that does all of that. You don't have to go here and go there. They have taken everything that you do on a computer and put it into your mini computer called the Zeniq app. And now you have access to the swap, the exchange, Bitmart, PancakeSwap, Uniswap, LA token, MetaMask for the Zeniq Swap. And you have, if you want to put it in your Trezor wallet, that's cool. Totally cold wallet, cold storage. You ain't to worry about nothing, nobody messing with it. And of course, you can access the Zeniq coin on CoinMarketCap. I mean, this is fascinating stuff for me. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty excited. So when we talk about all of those things, I want to drive it home and say, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you being patient and absorbing all of that information. But you probably got one question in mind. If you're not already in, you're probably saying, okay, how do I get started? Because all that stuff, I'm good. Like Rashid, you could have stopped way back there because I'm good. Like, how do I get started? Well, here's what you need to do. I'm going to go through some of these starting points, right? These are coin packages that you can actually purchase, get started, and start minting your cryptocurrency. Now, as I talk about it, then think about the questions that you might have that you can get answered today. Or if you have additional questions, or if you feel like you want to just have a one-on-one with the person that invited you, think about those questions, make sure you get those answered, right? Have that conversation. What is your goal? Financial goal? Okay, this is what it is. This is where I want to be 5, 6, 7 months from now. That helps you to know where you want to start. Do we remember the phrase, begin with the end in mind? That's how you start. All right, so on the top left, we got the Zeniq Hub. Talked about that device earlier. This is an actual physical device that you can order. Okay, 1998 euros. I know we're in the US, so we use dollars. I don't know what the current rate is, but I would say about $2,000, maybe $2,200. Let's just use that as a number. $2,200, you can get your device, and you have the access to the hub, the actual master node that mints the Zeniq coins. Those Zeniq coins will be minted on a continuous basis. Now, when we first started, obviously there were more coins minted every day, every week, every month, whatever that sequence was. A year later, with the halving process, there's multiple halving processes. And so the reduction of that process, then of course, you're going to get in where you can fit in. If you're in today, great. If you're in tomorrow, not a problem. You can still continue minting. Why? Because these particular hubs are rated to mint cryptocurrency for the next 15 to 20 years. So you're not late to the game by no stretch of the imagination. You can still mint your cryptocurrency. All right. So with the housing hub, that hub 01 there, a housing hub, 14.99 euros, about $1,600. That right there is a virtual hub. It still produces the Zeniq coins on a continuous basis. Yes, they're minted through that hub. You just don't have a physical device. You log in like most of us do on the computer, and you can view exactly, how many coins are produced, and you can see all of that, right? So you have your dashboard, all that stuff. You have access to all of it, right? So that will produce your cryptocurrency right there. Now, yes, this is passive. This is all passive. Now you have the 2x housing hub. So if you want a little more horsepower, you want to produce more coins, then you want to get the 2x housing hub. That's about 29.50 euro, about $3,400. That will get you a little more minting power. If you want more minting power, then you can go to the 4x housing hub. If you want more minting power, you can go to the 8x and the 16 and the 32 and 64 all the way up to 256. Those will help you mint more cryptocurrencies. So that's what that looks like. So if you're trying to decide, okay, what's the difference and where do I want to start? No problem. That just shows you that, hey, look, if I want more minting power to produce more Zeniq coins, then I just need to move up the ladder a little bit and find out what makes sense to me, what makes sense to my budget, and where do I want to be within the next 12 months. Then you'd make a choice. Like I said, talk to the person who invited you. Y'all can have that conversation. There is no pressure here. There is no, arm twisting. I'm thrilled to be here and I'm thrilled to provide the information. But hey, if you got questions, I'm happy to address those as well. All right. Now, let's say you're looking at it from well, let me just kind of check it out. Let me try it out. Well, you have the half a housing hub, you got the quarter, you got the 132nd, 116, 18. So you can come in at the free level and check things out. One of the things that a lot of people recommend is if you see the presentation and you're now scratching your head like, okay, what does all that look like? What's happening in the back office? Okay, no problem. Get your free account, check it out, look around, get with the person who invited you, ask some questions, and then boom, you see what we see, then hey, let's join up and let's make it happen. So you do have that opportunity, right? So you can start at 150, 100, 150, 250, all the way up to 800, and that'll get you a fraction of a hub. Some minting there, not a lot, like not a lot at all, but it'll get you in the game. And then you can kind of figure out where you want to go from there. You can upgrade at any time. You can purchase additional hubs. I mean, all that's available, right? So no stress. Look at where you want to get started and then get with the person that invited you, have that conversation so you can, make sure you're where you want to be. Got your questions answered, bam. And then, hey, see you next week. Not a problem. But I say that to say this. Give me 1 second because there's more information for you. I promise you some additional information and we're going to roll it out. So what am I talking about right now? We're talking about this tokenization because this is the most powerful aspect of this movement. The city token. The city token is the real estate tokenization projects that have come along. The city tokens, when they first kicked it off, which was a couple of weeks ago, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks now. It's been a while. They were providing you 110% in the pre-sale, whereas you're going to get 110 tokens minted every single day when you purchase this particular node. Okay, the node actually is attached to your Zeniq node, and then it produces these actual cryptocurrencies. All right, so that's what was presented at the event in the December 3rd through the 6th, I believe. So the city token was one of the first. This is the real estate tokenization of real estate. They have actual location, right? And we as members have opportunity through a crowdfunding, opportunity to purchase these actual nodes that mint the city token, and that city token will increase in value over time based upon the actual property that has been purchased. So it's pretty cool. So that's the real estate piece, right? So this is tokenization of real estate. So this is one of the major pulls for me when I first saw the program was tokenization of real estate. I'm like, wow, that's pretty powerful, because a lot of times people have to have, 250,000 or so just to participate in a commercial real estate deal, right? The REIT. So you can do that if you have the funds, or you go find the funds and you want to do something traditional like that. Okay, boom, you go that route. And you might get, 5% every 3 months, 10%. There's another program somebody invited me to take a look at. They were doing 15% every 3 months return on your investment. And the minimum was like, 5,000 or something like that. So believe me, I've seen the options. And for me to come here and purchase and get 110 minted every single day, that value just increased exponentially by being a member of the Safir family. So this is one of the added values of being here today with this program. Now, definitely want to get with the person that invited you that has a little more knowledge on how the compensation works, right? If you've been in a program where you have CVs or CMVs, those type of things, or points that equate to a percentage of the actual purchased value, and you get, compensation based on that, this is the same thing. There's a percentage that's added to the benefit plan in order for you to be compensated. So definitely get with the person that invited you to really understand how that works. Definitely let the hardware work for you. Absolutely. So we talked about the cinematic tokenization. Regardless is an actual movie. The movie is about our new COO in the Safir company. He was a master at direct sales. At a point in time, he had over 1 million people in his downline, which is crazy. But hey, you know what? There are people doing that. And so he was brought on to help with, obviously the leadership of the organization. So that's pretty cool. But there is a movie about that, about regardless, basically saying, look, never give up. And he struggled and he made it happen. So interesting enough, Zeniq, Safir, Ramziq were able to tokenize this particular project. And now we have the opportunity to purchase regardless tokens. Like I said, there's nobody else out there that has tokenized a movie. That's crazy. Wow. And within that, the actors in the movies and some of the other, valuable things that are presented in the movies will have NFT value as well. And so that's another way that you can get involved in this particular project. So it's really cool stuff. Same thing when they first kicked it off, 110 tokens per day you would be able to earn. I think we're, like I said, it was early in December, so it's probably about 3 or 4 weeks later. 1% a week it decreases, so we might be at about 105, maybe 106%. So you could still earn over 100 tokens if you purchase your nodes in the back office. But you can definitely participate in that, and 90% is going towards your benefit plan. There is something called the Safir token, which is a stable token for internal Safir shopping. This is something that Tupan. So I'm going to talk about Tupan in a minute, but I just didn't want to forget this part, right? I mentioned Tupan earlier. Tupan is an actual project that's been going on, helping to repair the Amazon rainforest. So that's something that it's been doing already. It partnered with Zeniq Technologies, one, because of the crowdsourcing ability. There's 500,000 plus members. So now they have an opportunity to get the word out about the Tupan project because we already have a base that they can use, the sales force, so to speak. So they partnered up some time ago and delivered tokens where we can actually earn tokens through the Tupan master nodes. Okay, so we basically are accumulating these tokens, and while the program goes on, they use CO2 certificates to help, and they trade that on the open market so they can actually purchase more tokens and help to repair the Amazon rainforest, right? So that's a major, major deal. Now, the company that is behind Tupan is actually registered with the SEC in the US, which is very cool because there's no other company on the blockchain that has done that. So we are really, really in a special place when it comes to this program, right? And so they have ventured out. They have expanded their particular line to the Tupan 300, which I thought was very cool because you just never would have thought this would go with it. But it does have great purpose within that repairing of the forest and ecosystems and all that. Really, really good stuff. It's an unmanned aerial vehicle. So they have a drone that provides surveillance in areas that most people probably wouldn't be able to get to. So if they're tearing down the rainforest in deep in the rainforest, they may not be able to get there, may not be able to see it in a timely manner, but guess what? Now they have a drone that does that, right? So all of these things bring more value to the company. And when more value comes to the company and we have the tokens being minted in our accounts because we took action, guess what? Well, yeah, exactly. Your value goes up as well. Your portfolio value goes up as well, right? So all these new developments that the companies are doing are bringing more value to themselves, which in turn brings more value to our portfolio. So I thought this was really cool. Decentralearn is a learning academy that Safir is bringing to the team. So we'll see that soon. But yeah, like I said, Tupan. I know I got ahead of myself with that. But I think I gave you enough information about Tupan, at least to understand what it is, kind of the technology and where they're going. It is an addition to our portfolio within the Safir, kind of ecosystem of sorts. So really exciting program. We can mint Tupan tokens as well. It is in compliance with the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, which I thought was really cool. These are some of the projects like that Tupan 300 that I just mentioned. Really like that. I didn't know it was a drone, so I was pretty that was pretty cool. There is a video about that. I haven't sat down long enough to get it and add it to the presentation, but I thought that was pretty cool. But these are just some of the things that they're doing, right? And so just to know that we have this as part of our ecosystem is really cool, because these are quality programs. You're not just with a company and they're just creating things just to create them. They're not partnering with people that, hey, you can make us a lot of money, but we don't really value that product or service. No, these are valuable product and services that they're partnering with these companies that are established in the industry. They're not saying, hey, we can't do anything, so we're going to latch on to you. No, they're already established. They're already doing their thing. And they can see the value in partnering with the Zeniq blockchain in order to expand that to places maybe they couldn't get to, right? So great partnerships. So quality programs. And that's what I like about what they're doing. They're very strategic in who they partner with, right? And this is just a big part of it. The gentleman here is the founder and CEO. I can't really say his name, Fariani, I think it is. Quality guy. He has a resume that is outstanding. He is definitely the right person for this project. And so I see why, it's a great combination, and it's growing and growing and growing. So just information I mentioned earlier is really displayed here. And this is just a little bit about the mechanics. This information is in your back office, in your Safir back office. So if you want to get this information, you can go in, download it, and study it. But just to give you a synopsis of this slide, profits made from trading CO2 certificates are used to buy Tupan tokens on the exchanges or from the market. So that's kind of what I mentioned earlier. They're going to help repair the rainforest one way or the other. And they have found a really cool way on a digital side with the blockchain and crypto to repair the rainforest. And we, on the other end of that, receive the tokens, receive the value, and can eventually trade those or swap those tokens for any other token that we want on the Zeniq Swap in order to download or receive that value that we have accrued over time from the minting process. Very, very valuable. So like I said, if you have the Zeniq Hub, right, you purchase the Zeniq Hub, $19.98 or $14.99, that's your Zeniq Hub. You can add on a Tupan master node for €9.98 that will produce and mint those Tupan tokens. You can do that. You can do that with the city token. You can do that with the regardless token, and you can do that. And Avanac is done a little differently. So like I said, you definitely want to get with the person who invited you. They can break that down for you, but you have the availability of those four different additional or strategic partners that Zeniq has brought into the fold that benefit us as Safir Global representatives. So really, really powerful stuff. And like I said, give the person who invited you to break some of that down for you and see where it makes sense to you, right? All right. So with that being said, I appreciate you all for kind of sticking with me for that point of that period of the presentation, because that is most of your passive side. But if you're one like myself and a lot of the leaders on the call, you like to have some success, but you want to share that success. And when there's a great opportunity that comes along, then it makes sense to share that success. And we want to share with you a Safir business model that will give you insight to how you can earn by referring others to benefit as well. Okay. So we have a unilevel, right? So there's three different parts to the compensation plan or the recommendation marketing of the program. So first of all, you have a unilevel. The company is going to reward you when you share this opportunity. So when you share this opportunity, so a person purchases one of those particular coin packages, or the hub, a partial hub, fraction of a hub, wherever they do that, a purchase is made. When that purchase is made, they're going to start minting cryptocurrency. You're going to earn 10% from whatever that purchase is. When that person shares that information with someone else, they'll be in your second level. You're going to earn 7% from that, right? So you continue earning on and on and on and on and on. So it's a great, great, great plan. Unilevel is a great plan, and it does bring in good compensation for those that are working the business. Now, as you continue and you start to see some, maybe some social proof that this thing is amazing, other people are ranking up, you're like, hey, how do I do that? How do I get in the game? How do I be part of that rank up? Well, boom, study this plan, and then you set your goals, and then you go for it, right? Working hand in hand with your sponsor, with your leaders, you can definitely make it happen. A lot of us have ranked up through this particular plan, right? I think we have a black sapphire. I know we have double sapphire. We have sapphires. So people have definitely steadily moved up this chain that's on the call today. And so when you do have at least 10,000 in volume and you have at least 7 direct members, then the company is going to pay you a €300 bonus. When you have at least 20,000, that's an additional 10, not a new 20. It's an additional 10,000, get you to 20,000 in volume. You have at least 12 direct members, then the company is going to pay you a €600 bonus. When you have at least 100,000 in volume, right, and you're working this business, you're building, you're working with your teams, then the company is going to pay you €3,000 bonus. That's a sapphire level. To hit double sapphire, you got 300,000 in volume. You have those 12 that you're working with. You're very intentional. You got your goals. You're rolling. The company's going to pay you 9,000. Okay. Now, it gets better. When you have at least 500,000 in volume, right, the company's going to pay you a €15,000 bonus. Yeah, as a black sapphire, you get a €15,000 bonus. When you hit the diamond level, right, with $1 million in volume, you have at least 13 directs, the company's going to pay you a €40,000 bonus. Wow, that's pretty good. Now, I could go on and on and on, but the numbers just get bigger, bigger, bigger. When you cover or have attained all of the levels that you see here, then you will have earned, just in this career rank, career benefit alone, over €4 million in bonuses alone, in addition to your unilevel bonuses and commissions. So yeah, keep that in mind while you're building your organization. And it doesn't stop there. The company is going to add some revenue sharing as well. So if anybody that's ranked up between the ruby, double ruby, sapphire, double sapphire, black sapphire, diamond, all the way up to double gold diamond, they're going to give you a share of the revenue. So every month they're going to take 10%, and they figure out how many career ranks there are available, and then whatever that share per that price per share is, that's what you're going to get. So you got 1 share as a ruby, 2 shares as a double ruby, 10 shares as a sapphire, and you all the way to diamond, you got 80 shares, right? So if 1 share equals €100, then as a ruby, you're going to get €100. Okay. As a double ruby, you're going to get €200. As a sapphire, you're going to get €1,000. As a double sapphire, you get 2,000. As a black sapphire, you get 4,000. And as a diamond, you get €8,000 bonuses. Now, they don't just do this for one time. They're going to give you this bonus 6 months in a row. Pretty awesome. Don't think you're going to get that anywhere else. Now, as you see, the numbers just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you set your goal, right? Work with your team, and then you go for it. That's what I believe is the way to break it down, and the way to deliver the goods in this program and receive the benefits, maximum benefits, throughout the program. There are 2 other additional pools that they have added, where you do have a different formula that you can increase your pool bonus. So those are some of the things that, like I said, you could talk with your person who invited you, get a little more breakdown on it, but there's additional compensation calculated through the bonus pool for you as well. So with that being said, I'd like to definitely thank you for, hanging in there with me today. You definitely want to give it the person that invited you. If you got questions that you can't answer or ask on the call, or don't get the answer you want, then definitely, hey, talk with that person. I'm sure they're able to assist you. We got some great leaders on the call, and I know they have teams, they have prospects, they have so many people that they work with. So definitely you get your questions answered. Don't walk away. Don't sleep on it. Get your questions answered so you can make a decision. Choose the best product for you to get started, right? You got the hub, physical hub, then you have the virtual hub, and then you can increase the production from there. You decide where you want to get started, and then, hey, kick it off, right? But I would love to see you back here next Saturday, and we can do this all over again. But bring a friend. All right, peace. And that is my presentation. What's going on? Uh-oh. Miss Sandra, are you there?
I am Coach Rashid.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. Happy New Year. Great presentation. My takeaway from 2022, I just want to give a little brief testimony to everyone to let you know that anybody can do this. I am about, Coach Rashid, I'm about 4% away from getting my double sapphire, so I'm excited, y'all. That means $9,000 to be dropped into my back office immediately. As soon as I hit that, and I'll be able to take it out. But I just want to encourage everyone to be a little bit more intentional this year. I know we've all been working hard, and let's try to just, encourage others to come on out and join these meetings. And I'm a believer that documentation creates conversation. Mm-hmm. So sometimes if you can just kind of take them and walk them to your back office and kind of show them what you're doing, that tends to pull them in a little bit more and get them a little bit more interested. So I just want to encourage everyone just to be a little bit more intentional in 2023 and ask yourself, what is my why and why am I doing this? And what is it that I want to see for myself and my family in 2023? With that said, thanks again, Coach Rashid, and I appreciate everyone from coming out.
Awesome.
Love you guys.
Hey, Pascalina, there you are.
I'm here.
I'm sorry.
First of all, thank you for that amazing presentation.
Thank you.
And we're so grateful to have you. Since I knew you in 2021, you're the only person I see that you're here every Saturday. You have not left your people. I know most of the leaders, once they get to their prospects and get their commission, they're never there to support their team. But you have tirelessly been there every Saturday, every now and then. Anytime we reach to you, you're there to help us. And your leadership and your support is next to none. And I can see your team has already taken after you. I see Miss Gill. Thank you so much, Miss Gill, because you're doing incredibly well. And next Thursday, I'll be joining a training because I believe in Safir. I believe in Zeniq. I started this journey last, 2021 in August. I have a total of more than 120 hubs. That tells you I believe in Zeniq. I've been several times in Dubai. We have met with Rashid several times in Dubai. And we are in the right position. It's not a get quick rich scheme, but if we give time, let's be patient. I'm sure we will be one time be looking back and say, this far we have come and we'll be enjoying. And thank you so much, everybody. Happy New Year, and God bless you, Coach Rashid. Continue supporting us. We love you so much. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Wow. That was powerful. Thank you. Thank you. One of the major things I focused on was personal development and professional development. That kind of came later, but it's just mindset, so I started creating mindset like materials, as some people know, I wrote a book when I finished that program and published that book, 8 Ways to Be 10 Times Better. You can you can jump on Amazon, or you can hit me up and get you a copy of that. I'm just saying, I'm just, hey, look, somebody always told me that's your product, Rashid. You should talk about it. And I rarely do. You've never seen me do this, right? So 2022, 2023, boom. Personal development is key. Like I said, I recommend everybody get you a copy of 8 Ways to Be 10 Times Better, and it will definitely elevate your mindset. Hey, what's good, guys? To my Zeniq and Safir family, I want to say Happy New Year, and I wish you all of the success that you desire in 2023.